How it works is sponsored by Central Pacific Bank. Central Pacific Bank works for you.
This is how it all worked out for Hawaii on a block solo by Stephen Hunt. As you can see right here, if we freeze it right now, these are the two primary attackers for Stanford in the front row. However, there is a third attacker in the back row. That was Lawson on that last play. So if we continue on with the play, you see the outside blockers from Hawaii go that way, and Stephen Hunt takes his assignment, goes one-on-one with Lawson, seals the line, and absolutely shuts him down. And that's how it all worked out by Central Pacific Bank.
Hawaii winning the first set, and they win it 25-22. Stanford had a chance to take control. Stanford had a chance to really take their positioning that they're used to, and then just shove Hawaii aside and go on to win the first set. But too many mistakes. I mean, how many service errors were made at really inopportune time?
Yeah, 5 service errors for Stanford throughout their whole game, but a lot of it came towards the end of the set. Stanford shooting themselves in the foot that time, and Hawaii celebrating their first set victory so far this season.
So set number 2 looms. Hawaii will have Umlauf and Walker. Hunt. Coming back onto the floor is Brennan Dyer. Concern for Dyer because he does have a limp, but he's able to play and he's able to be effective. Welsh starts to go on the court, and then he gives way to the libero, and that's Costello.
Yeah, going back to Dyer, that ankle injury hurts his lateral movements to blocking, so interesting to see how he adjusts when trying to stop this Stanford offense. Unable to really push off of that left ankle.
Zemjak, the captain, floor captain, will serve. Set 2 about to begin. Off the tape, Shoji. That ball is hit over by Ellis. Hawaii chases it down. Zemjak. And then right there for Hawaii is Walker.
Well, heads up play by Josh Walker. See a nice set by Zemjak. He recognizes 3 blockers up and just tips it right over Brad Lawson of Stanford.
Zemjak to serve. Hawaii leading here 1-0 in the second set. That's long. Service error for Hawaii, and so we are tied 1-1. Mahalski comes into the front row along with Barry and along with Lawson. Costello, Zemjak, Umlauf, and that ball goes off McLaughlin, and it leaves the premises. Another kill for Umlauf. It's kill number 9.
Umlauf sizzles this ball right down the line off the attempted dig by McLaughlin.
Walker. The ball dug up by McLaughlin. Barry goes outside to Lawson. That'll be returned. Umlauf, Zemjak, Umlauf.
Umlauf having just one of those nights, like you just said, picking up his 10th kill, hitting 692 again, going down the line on Stanford.
Walker to serve. Hawaii leading 3-1. Walker, that's an ace.
Coach Costi saying that ball was out of bounds. Very rarely do you see a player like Eric Shoji, an All-American libero, get aced.
Walker set up again. And to the net that time. 4-1, now 4-2. Stanford, Lawson will go back, and he will serve. Lawson on the cable, goes off Zemjak, goes off Walker, double block forms, and Umlauf hits it into the double block, that double block of Mahalski and McLaughlin.
So Stanford finally able to shut down Hawaii's go-to that time on Jonas Umlauf on the double block. McLaughlin getting most of that ball.
Lawson to serve. Costello in the air. Walker. Umlauf gets it over. Stanford will try to set something up. Inoue, Barry, that ball comes back. Ball is hit nicely by number 5, Brian Cook.
Well, textbook play by Stanford running that big set. Middle blocker Dyer getting caught up with the middle blocker for Stanford, which left an opening on the big for Cook.
Shoji first to the ball, setting things up. Lawson serves, dug up by Walker. Demyak, Umlauf hits that off Barry. Barry had no chance. And he knows it.
A tremendous swing by Umlauf going cross court this time. We talked about his line shots earlier. That time with a heavy pace cross court shot.
Serving is Dyer. Dug up by Shoji. Barry. McLaughlin. Walker near the antenna. Umlauf gets it across. Good save by Shoji. Lawson gets it across. That's a good, no, that ball got there before Dyer could make the play. Hawaii coaches object. We are tied at 5.
See if we can see if this ball did hit the ground or not. There's an attempted dig by Dyer. No, looks like that was a good call. That ball definitely hit the ground.
Serving will be Barry. Evan Barry off the cable. That ball hit by Hunt. Hunt just pounded that ball off Mahalski.
Got a lot of velocity on Hunt as he challenged that line blocker going high off the hands. As you can see back here in the replay, he twists that ball back across the court and picks up his first kill of the night.
Umlauf to serve. 6 serving 5. Gets it over. The ball dug up, goes to Barry. Mahalski, that's blocked back. Hit over that time by McLaughlin. And then Umlauf. That goes off of Barry and then goes out. Hawaii leading by 2.
Great transition series by Hawaii after a great dig by Costello in the back row. Umlauf picking up his 12th kill from behind the 3-meter line. That's what Hawaii wants to do, is get some real points while serving.
Umlauf to serve. Service error. That gives Stanford the point. Hawaii leading 7-6. Mahalski will go back to serve for the Cardinal. Dug up by Walker, and that will go into the 3rd row. That's an ace. We are tied at 7. Stanford behind in this match. 1 set to none.
Great shot of Mahalski that time. His father, David, former national champion volleyball player at UCLA.
Mahalski, big toss. That's long. Point for Hawaii. Hawaii leading 8-7 over Stanford. Hunt will serve. Another service error. Another tie here in the 2nd set. McLaughlin to serve. He's the senior. Riley pops it over. Big hit by Walker. Walker made that ball dissolve right in front of Shoji.
Great set by Nate Zemniak that time to get it to Walker, who just threads that double blocker. The middle blocker for Stanford unable to get all the way outside to the pin.
Hawaii leading 9-8. Serving is Welsh. Barry sets up Lawson on the outside. Hawaii will return that. Getting the ball over is Hunt. Barry goes outside to Lawson. Dug up by Hunt. Waiting for it is Zemyak. Goes to Walker. That's dug up by Shoji. That ball is hit over by Cook. That ball blocked back again by Walker. Shoji is there. Outside to Lawson. In the air that time by Welch. Ball goes to Umlauf. That ball is dug up by Barry, but the ball goes out. And Hawaii wins the long rally. They lead by 2, 10-8.
Standing ovation by this crowd after some phenomenal digs by Eric Shoji. Jonas Umlauf finally puts it away out of the court, and you can see the reaction and the emotion by this Hawaii team.
Serving again is Welsh. Barry coming up from the back row is McLaughlin, and he ends things. McLaughlin with his Terminator shot. Hawaii leading 10-9. Serving for Stanford will be Cook. Hawaii, Walker. Walker able to handle that double block again. Ellis was there along with McLaughlin. Another kill for Walker. Walker now has 4.
Walker goes off the high block that time of Barry. Great recognition and just going for the high hand shot off the block.
Zemyak serving. Dug up by McLaughlin. Barry gets it over. Diving dig by Zemyak. Umlauf. There's Shoji. Barry again to the outside. That ball is hit over by Lawson. Dug up by Zemyak. Ball is just pushed over that time by Cook. Hawaii still battling. And that's the 4th hit. That'll be a lift.
Well, we're seeing some great rallies right now between two teams who are playing some phenomenal defense. Nate Zemyak with some crucial digs. Unfortunately, that time a little bit too much perspiration on the ball. Stephen Hunt getting called for the double contact.
Serving will be Miller. Off the tape and down. Dyer couldn't get there. And we are tied at 11. Stanford and Hawaii really in a battle here. Hawaii winning the first set 25-22.
Now the serving specialist really got a break that time. A topspin jump serve that turned into a jump float after some mistiming. Picks up his first ace.
Miller serving again, tied at 11. Dug up by Walker. Zemyak. Walker off the block, off the back row block there by McLaughlin. And Hawaii forges into the lead again. They lead 12-11. Walker will go back. The ball dug up by McLaughlin. Barry goes to Lawson. And Lawson able to handle the Hawaii double block that time. So we are tied at 12 again.
Lawson just overpowered Umlauf that time. Umlauf set up in the blocking. Great post on the outside, but Lawson just too much power hitting that through Umlauf's hands.
Serving will be Lawson. The ball dug up by Walker. Zemyak sets up Umlauf. And he hits it long. So Stanford enjoys the lead for the first time in the second set. And Lawson will go back to serve. Into the net, I mean right in the center of the net. So Lawson with his serving in this match has not been consistent. Dyer will serve now for Hawaii, tied at 13. Crowd quiet. Dyer gets it over. Barry sets up Lawson. Lawson gets it down in front of Dyer. 14-13 Stanford. Barry will go to the service line for Stanford. You look at Coach Charlie Wade. Barry serves. Dug up by Hunt. Zemyak. Umlauf. Umlauf able to handle that double block again of Mikulski and McLaughlin. Tied at 14. Umlauf will go back. Umlauf with 14 kills so far in this match. We're only in the second set. Umlauf serves. Well, dug up by Shoji. Barry works it to Cook. Cook gets the point. So we settle at 15, 15-14, Stanford, second set. The Hawaiian Airlines record book is sponsored by Hawaiian Airlines. Only one airline is Hawaiian. The Hawaiian career blocking average, Brewer, Miladinovich, Dante, Pestalozzi, and Davis. Here in the second set against Stanford, there have been 5 ties and 1 lead change. Stanford has been able to assume the lead, and they lead now by 1 point, 15-14. Serving for Stanford will be Michalski. Hunt.
Stephen Hunt just drills that ball down to the floor as Coach Costi up off the bench after that timeout calling for Hawaii being out of rotation. You see the hit by Hunt. That time he's saying Hawaii passers were just not aligned in the right formation coming out of that timeout.
And we are tied at 15. Hunt serving. Gets it in. The ball overpass comes over to Hawaii for the advantage. They work it to Walker. Little touch coming up from the back is Barry. Ball is just touched over by McLaughlin. Hawaii again with the advantage. Umlauf off the block. Saved by Shoji. His back to the net. Ball is hit over, and that goes off the Hawaii block. As coming back is Lawson. Boy, we have seen second opportunity players before, but Lawson takes the cake.
Yeah, great shot by Lawson that time, just using the triple block. Hawaii with a missed opportunity as this ball goes high off the block, and you see 3 defenders all standing up on their heels on defense, not ready to charge forward on that Lawson kill.
16-15, Stanford. Serving is McLaughlin. That is long by McLaughlin. May have taken too much time. He was analyzing everything, the roof of the arena, among them. Welsh goes out. And coming in is Harrison Carroll. Carroll in the match for the first time, 6'1", sophomore out of Orange, California. Carroll serves. Barry sets up Cook, and Cook hits it out. So Hawaii comes back, and they assume the lead. The second lead change here in this second set.
See a shot of Carroll, who filled in for the ailing Umlauf last week, being brought in this week as a serving specialist.
17 serving 16, knuckleballs it over. McLaughlin to Barry. Ball is pushed over by Cook. Hawaii will return that. Zemyak to Walker. Did that hit the block? No. It is long. Another tie. Tied at 17.
That's exactly what Walker was trying to do, is look for that high hands. Unfortunately, not able to get a piece of the Stanford block, as we see Carroll being subbed out by Welsh. A problem that happened last week and actually ended the match for Hawaii was a subbing substitution. A problem with that.
Cook to serve for Stanford. Cook off the cable. Costello is there. Zemyak. Walker. That's a diving dig by Lawson to Barry, and then hitting the ball is for Stanford is McLaughlin.
A great dig by Brad Lawson. You see that diving dig courtesy of all the reps he got at Outrigger Canoe Club playing beach volleyball. But that time, McLaughlin hitting the ball off the block, bouncing off Barry's shoulder. Point Hawaii.
Zemiak to serve. Hawaii has played very well. Off the cable, Shoji. That ball is hit out by Lawson on the far side.
Costly looking for an overreaching on Barry that time.
That is Barry. Barry hitting it instead of Lawson. Serving is Zemiak, 19-17. Hawaii leading by 2 in the second set. Big toss. Zemiak off the cable. Barry goes outside to Lawson. That's dug up by Zemiak. Walker keeps it alive. Ball hit over by Umlauf. In the air by Cook. And McLaughlin hits it out. Stanford wanted some contact on the block. They didn't get it. 20-17. Hawaii leads here in the second set. Timeout by the defending national champion. The Jack Pack is sponsored by Jack in the Box, where you can get anything on the menu any time of day. Stanford University, 15,000 students in Stanford, California, founded in 1885. There you see Chris McLaughlin. That's his granddaughter, and she's 5 months old, and she is a cutie, a bona fide cutie. Parker, the golfer.
Wife Beth also in the house.
So that ball goes into the net. Into the net by Zemiak. 20-18. Serving is Ellis. Big hit. Oh, big hit. And a very timely hit by Dyer. Zemiak just put it right where Dyer wanted it.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Hawaii can do more of this, is getting Brennan Dyer involved in the offense. Hit that 31 set straight down for the kill.
21-18, Hawaii, second set. Serving is Walker. Barry able to get the ball to Lawson, and Lawson defeats the triple block by Hawaii. Lawson now with 9 kills. He goes back to serve. 21-19. If anyone can play catch-up, it is Lawson. Gets it in. That ball dug up by Castello. Zemiak. Umlauf. Stanford just has had a bundle of trouble with Umlauf.
Umlauf picking up his 15 kill, hitting 480 tonight for the Warriors. Warrior fans happy to see him back on the court.
22-19. Hawaii leading. Dyer knuckleballs it over. Shoji, Barry, the ball is hit over. Hawaii will return it. Dyer is there. Zemiak, Umlauf from his knees, getting the ball up is Cook. Ball is hit over, and it is out. So John Costi, the coach, not happy. He is not pleased. The ball was hit out by McLaughlin. 23-19. Hawaii leading by 4 and closing in on the second set. 76, the leaderboard is sponsored by 76 Gasoline, provided in Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. Now you see the 2010 NCAA dig leaders. Hess and Burns and Del Valle. He was here last week with Penn State. Eric Shoji, he's on the court right now. And Anthony DeMario. He's from Uniata in the Eastern Conference. Serving is Dyer. Dug up by Shoji. Barry, and that ball is hit by Cook, and Cook gets it down. Cook with a middle attack that time.
Very impressed by Cook, the freshman, with 7 kills already for Stanford, hitting 250.
Serving is Barry. 20 serving 23. Dug up by Hunt. Zemyak, Hunt. That's off the block and out. And that ball went off of Cook. Big hit again by Hunt. Hunt gets it in the right place at the right time. He's amazing.
And Hunt slowly digging himself off out of a rough start, picking up his third kill of the night.
Aloha ball for Hawaii in the second set. They are 1 point away from shoving the defending national champion back into the position that they can only win this by going to 5. That ball is hit, and a big diving attempt by Umlauf after the hit by Lawson. So Lawson keeps Stanford alive. It's 24-21. So Mahalski will go out, and Jordan Inafuku of Kamehameha Kapa Lama will come in for the first time. Inafuku will serve for Stanford.
Costly wants a good serve and a good defensive play right here by Inafuku.
Stanford must play flawlessly for a long period of time. Inafuku gets it over. A ball dug up by Walker. Zemyak. Umlauf. That went off Inafuku. And Hawaii leads in this match 2-0. That pushes Stanford back into the situation. The only way they're going to win this match is to do it the hard way, to take it all the way to 5 and win it there.